And stopping racist profanities. Stream is on. But yeah, no, it's confusing, but I don't really care about that stuff now. But I get when
Yeah.
when I'm doing the picking up logs why people don't want to watch, but it's like people are like, "We'll just get a mod that you instantly pick up the logs." But what's the point of doing a Megabase if I'm going to do that? You know what I mean? If I'm
Yeah,
just going to
just
like
get a mod
spawn
that also
everything,
makes it always daytime.
yeah. Like if
Always
I'm
autumn.
if I'm not going to play the base game like how it's intended, I don't want to like play the game. Hey Izor, hey Krisu. Everyone's
On
like,
top
"Oh,
of
are you going to play the new whatever it is?"
it, Gorge.
Yeah, the answer is no. I will not play the new Gorge. I don't really like DST. Maybe it's good. Maybe I should try it sometime, but the problem with
Nah.
DST is there's like super inflated HP pools, and it's just like combat is really boring.
You're not gonna like it. Trust me, it's not combat oriented, and you're not gonna like it.
What's it about?
It's time trial.
Ooh.
Essentially, the boss, or not boss, the Sky gets a craving. You need to know what you need to make to satisfy the craving, and you need to like build your base, which is custom item, like out of custom items around the place. It's very weird, but the issue is you would enjoy working out how to do it, but the fact that there's already like, you know, once you know, there's no replayability.
Okay. Because I saw a couple of videos that was like solo Gorge, and it's like, if soloing it is impressive, then maybe I'd like it, but if soloing is literally just like...
I mean, it's impressive for time management. It just means they know it. Like,
Well, that's what I mean. It'd be
yeah.
like solo, like when you watch like a speedrun of Myth, you're like, Mist, you're like, yeah, but like if you know what to do in Myst, you go do those things. I'm sure glitches are involved, but it's like, that's why some people think speedruns of certain games, the Ocarina of Time speedrun isn't impressive, because if you know to do the things,
Glitch
you
through
go do
a
other
wall and you're
things.
like,
When it involves like glitches and doing things fast in like ways that are difficult. But like there are some games that it's just like, yeah, you know how to play the game, okay.
for anyone out there who wants to see an impressive speedruns, Mario 64. No glitch runs. That, like, holy shit, those guys know the timing of platforms moving throughout the map from
Dude,
start to finish.
no
It's
glitch
crazy.
runs? Are you kidding me? Watch a glitch run of that. Watch like
Those are gross though.
what do you mean gross? They like have some of the most impressive tricks out of any speedrun.
I know, like, but like, oh, what was the one I was watching?
Do like 100,
And
well don't do like 16 star because then it's just like over and like
yeah,
super
exactly.
fast. You have
That's
to,
that's
like,
what I was talking about.
you could just watch a 120 star glitch run.
No, the guy I watched, he was really, really good, and he did like minor. I don't know. I guess it's glitches, but it's just like he could bounce higher than normal off certain like certain areas by kind of awkwardly going into corners and stuff like that.
Was he using backwards long jump or something?
Yeah, he was just doing kind of weird maneuvers in
Because that's, like,
areas where it worked.
that's pretty much the only glitch that people, not the only glitch, it's one of the few glitches that people use is like a backwards long jump. They don't use a lot of
And
glitches
if you
besides
really, and if you really want to have even more fun, watch Chaos Super Mario 64 speedruns. Those are hilarious.
that. No, there's no pseudoscience stations here. I think 0 stars is faster than 16. Yeah, but I don't think, do people do like 0 star runs that aren't like TASes? I don't know if that's like, I know people have done them. I've seen one before, but I think the tricks that get you through the couple like first doors are like very, very, very difficult to do with human input. So mostly it's just like someone's done them through tasks. I don't know if I've really seen that many runs of people like doing it, but I could be wrong. I mean, maybe it's like a really competitive category, the human input.
Oh, where they glitch themselves through the star doors.
Yeah, well, not just the star doors, but like you have to get the first key, and getting through the first key door is really, really difficult glitch-wise.
Yeah.
So I've seen like TASes do it, but I haven't seen a lot of runs where humans do it. I've seen one run where a human did it, and it was like a lot longer than the TAS run because they had to do these weird setups for everything. But it seemed like even with the weird setups, it was kind of just like a, I hope I get this glitch, and if I don't, I'm just gonna reset like 900 times. Kind of like
I did.
if you've ever like watched like Mario Kart running, a lot of the glitches they do are so precise in like Mario Kart 64 that like if you're not running a task run, like they don't do a majority of the glitches that they possibly could do to make it quicker because you just can't pull them off. So yeah, there's a couple like there's stuff like that. Hyped to watch me watch Hamlet. I'm hyped to watch me play Hamlet. Too bad it's like in a year from now. Not a year, it's like 6 months. But and I respect Clay for being like, hey, it's not done, let's make a good version of it. But also give me some damn Hamlet, you assholes. The stuff I don't need in here.
What was the most recent speedrun I watched was Terraria. Damn, some people are freaks at that game.
How so?
I just like... You ever watch someone, like a pro play StarCraft? And watch like their actual movements?
Oh
that
yeah,
shit.
all the time.
Like doing that kind of stuff, yeah.
So
With
like, just like high APM basically?
Yeah, and absurdly accurate. Like, and being able to just look... Like, it's really little things that impressed me. Like, he'd open a chest, he'd barely glance at it, but he knew all the items in there.
Oh yeah, no.
Like,
that's why I like that's why we talked about that. That's why I like Diablo 2 speedrunning, because it's different every fucking time. So you can't just be like, you can't just like know exactly what inputs you're going to do when you get in an area. Like, I really love Mario, but like Mario doesn't change. So when you're doing Mario, it looks awesome, but they know exactly what they need to do when they get in an area. Something like you were just talking about is really impressive because
Terraria.
Yeah, because you know every time you're dealing with a different amount of resources every time you get in the game. So you have to know exactly. That's why, like in theory,
like
Don't Starve would be really cool, but it just doesn't really work out that way in Don't Starve. Because like, you can't really speedrun a game that's like 90% luck. Because I mean you can, but and I've done some like fast runs of things, but it's just 100%. It becomes your run is either 4 minutes or 20 minutes, depending on if you find the thing you're looking for like instantly. So people will do a speedrun of it with a pre-seeded map, but then it's literally becomes what you were talking about, where you just exactly memorize what to do. And since none of the inputs are challenging in this game at all, then that's not fun either. So yeah,
but what annoys me about those games where like Diablo 2 and Terraria, where it's not static and everything's kind of RNG, is then whenever someone does a really good run, everyone's like, you just got lucky. And I'm like, no.
Yeah,
watch
like,
what they did.
Like, go do a run and see what time you get with whatever luck. You will. They did it in an hour and 20 minutes. Yes, they got very lucky. You will end up doing it in maybe 20, 30 hours. Like, they also had to do it. And people see it and be like, I can do that. He's just doing this and this and that. It's like, the inputs in that game are pretty challenging. Like, Diablo 2 especially. It's like watching people do, have you ever seen a speedrun of Warcraft 3 or StarCraft 1? People do like speedruns of the campaign mode. Oh my god, dude, the APM people do on those speedruns is pretty impressive. And like the strategies.
No, I haven't watched campaign ones. I've watched ones where it's like one player versus, you know, multiple hard computers and stuff.
Oh yeah, well they just use AI
crazy
abuse,
dumb
like,
stuff.
Insane.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. Very entertaining. For like the first video. I immediately stopped watching after that. Like I read it and it was like undead versus 5 hard computers. It's like, no way. And then I watched it, I was like, oh. He's not doing it properly.
Yeah. I mean, they do stuff like that in the... I was watching a Warcraft 3 speedrun, and they didn't really use to speedrun Warcraft 3 because there's a couple, like, auto-scrollers that are really impossible to do. And that's boring. Is that it? Just one guy from this wave? What is this game? Okay, the other one's probably just gonna, like, head out. Mobilize
What the shit is that?
But yeah, there is, like, an auto-scroller. It's one of the, like, classic Blizzard auto-scrollers where you can actually beat it faster, but you'd have to kill every enemy.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? But there's like their bases are like insane, and you have to like destroy the whole base if you want the game to that match to end early, or because it's one of the like defend yourself, survive for 30 minutes, right? And they have those missions in all of their RTSs, and you can just destroy the enemy's base to speed it up. But the enemy has like 10 bases, and they're all like completely full of like resource producing maps that like don't produce resources based on like how much money they have, like they do in other maps. They just have infinite money, and they just produce like consistently to a certain amount. And it's like, yeah, you can't really kill these guys. Like, it'd just be no way. But then they found a glitch where they could like kind of make what's it called? A choke point, and the enemies would just like fucking sit in the choke point and get murdered by like catapults and stuff. So it actually like works now. That speedrun. Because you don't want to watch an auto-scroller that's 30 minutes long in a speedrun.
No. Wig Fridge best fighter. I'm not sure if that typo is intentional, but I love it.
Or you could watch a run where people argue for an hour over Don't Starve. That's pretty common. We call it, I'm right %.
Here, if you want,
Watch me
I'll
speedrun
start one off
proving that
live.
Wigfrid's the best character.
There we go. I'll get the party started.
Oh, man. Yes. Let's watch an hour of this.
Why is my name reverted back? Very annoying. Oh well.
Was your name what?
Reverted back. It's not meant to do that anymore.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Silly YouTube.
It's not opinion. In case Wigfrid is best character in all aspects, no matter what. Basically. Yeah, you just gotta
This is
not,
how they usually begin.
you gotta not let them argue at all. You can't be like, well, Wigfrid's the best character because blah blah blah, and use like logic. You just have to be like, Wigfrid's the best character. You're an idiot.
That's the best approach.
Yeah.
Because then they can't prove you wrong. See?
Yeah. If you refuse to have any kind of reasonable debate. You can't be like, I like Wigfrid. She's like an interesting character. No, none of that. You can't like a character. The character has to be good or shit. You can't like a character if they're not the optimal character to play. You can't play a
Oh, and
character
the
that's
moment
not optimal.
anyone starts defining best, shut that shit right down.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
That's when the conversation starts to become reasonable, and we can't have that.
Yeah, no. It's just not okay, man. You know?
Man, it's pretty sad when you get to the point where you're like, I heard a notification sound. Which program is it? I'm Akira.
Someone asked me on the comments for the last video how I got this many coffee plants. Wasting my life.
You didn't get that many from one volcano, or did you do multiple world
Oh,
hops
so
to get
many
that?
volcanoes.
Okay.
When it's summer, I'll
Oh
go get
yeah,
all
wow,
the
no, it
first
keeps
volcanoes.
going. Oh god, okay. Yeah, nice.
Look at my map. You can see how many it is. See? It goes over that way. And
Yeah.
I'm planning on filling this whole area, too.
That's actually glorious.
Because how it works with world hopping, and I don't have any way to prove this right now, but I'll show you, is when you world hop in Reign of Giants, if this still works, I'm actually interested myself to see if this still works. So I'm going to go do it. If I world hop in Reign of Giants, it's going to reset my volcano in this world, which means I can go get all the coffee plants again. It also works with the caves in
Fuck, I love Packham. God, he's the best.
oh my god, there would be no way to cook this amount of stuff that I cook or make to ash to do my volcanoes.
I miss him so much because I've played like really only Don't Starve together, which I must say I'm liking less and less.
Me too. That's why I
Which
don't
really
play it.
sucks.
I
I really enjoy Don't Starve solo.
I like shipwreck content. I hate inflated HP pools, and I don't like playing with idiots who I have to feed. So.
Hey.
Exactly.
With lag.
Yep.
Who also can't fight.
Yep.
Like I love that playing with me feels like just playing with someone who's never touched the game before.
No,
so,
it
like,
doesn't
really,
at all. It feels like playing with like someone who's really good at the game. But when playing with other people, it's like what you just described. It's like, okay.
No, like I was showing my brother the game, and he was like, "Oh, if you're gonna teach me how to play, like we may as well play together." I was like, honestly, I would recommend playing Don't Starve solo first. He's like, "No, that'll be stupid." So I was like, "Fine, Don't Starve together." And all it was him following behind me while I did everything. I was like, "You aren't learning anything. Like this isn't fun for you."
That's called Sub Sunday Cove. I mean, like, I get wanting to play with me, but it's just that game is kind of just lends itself to, like, people who would literally walk behind me and, like, it's like, dude, if you're not gonna do anything, just watch the stream. If you want to play and contribute, then be my guest, but also at the same time, if you're gonna walk behind me and be like, oh, this is what he's doing, you just, watch the stream. It's the same experience as playing in that situation.
Yeah, like we identified very early on that I would not be able to fight in any of the streams, which is why I always played Wicker, because fuck, I really wish I could show you guys how bad my lag is when I play on Zach's server, but
yeah, it's bad.
It was disgusting.
I gotta quick to the volcano. It's this red portal. I really like this rain. Okay, so like, I wanted to reset the caves a bunch by world hopping and shipwrecks. That was my goal. But the problem is, I got a really good shipwrecked world for the second world. Like, it was really good. It's exactly what I want. So, I just didn't. So now I have, like, this really nice base that I like. So the only way I get more coffee plants is by resetting the Rain of Giants world. That's the only way I get more, Guardian Horns, which I don't really care about. Are you using a fire farm to get food, or do you don't want to use it? I was using a fire farm to get food. And I don't care about using it at this point because the difference between not using a fire farm and using a fire farm is semantics. See how this isn't explored and there'll be like coffee plants even though I stripped the last one? That's because I reset the world.
We've earned fire farms, alright?
Yeah, like, you can watch any of my basic runs where I got to like day 220, my like tutorial runs. I don't use glitches. I actually use inefficient means to gather stuff just to show how to do it. A lot of the time, I'm like, let's just do it this way, because this way is the easiest way to do it, even though it's not the most efficient. But when it comes to, like, doing stuff that way now, it's the difference between you watching a 4-hour stream of me chopping wood and watching a 20-minute stream of me watching wood. Because either way, I can do it. It's not. That's not the issue. It's not like I'm gonna die and I'm just using glitches so I can survive. I'm using glitches to make the viewer experience less insane to watch.
And I would argue that fire farms are not a glitch. I think Clay has said that they didn't intend it, but they would have patched it out if they saw it was a problem.
Okay, yeah. So you'd have to have a huge discussion between what's a glitch and an exploit, and no matter what, because I was joking about like logic before, but no matter what I say, people aren't gonna agree with me. But it's not it really isn't a glitch. There's nothing about it that's a glitch, just based on what a glitch really is.
It's
so, like,
it's game mechanics working in an unexpected way.
Yeah. So I mean, there's no right or wrong. I mean, you can classify glitch however you want, but how I would classify, and most people classify glitch, would be, and Easy Escape has a really good video about this, because when you're like saying a glitchless speedrun, what do you actually mean? Like, you really have to define that shit if you're doing a glitchless speedrun. Because there are things that aren't glitches that are really good. And is it a glitch because it's really good? Or... So basically, for a glitch, it has to be unintended mechanics. Like, it has to be something they didn't intend for you to be able to do. Not something they intended for you to be able to do, but in an unintended way, which is more of an exploit. So if, like, you're jumping, and there's, like, a cliff you can jump onto in a game that you're not supposed to, it, like, completely breaks the game. Like, you're supposed to go around, and it saves you a ton of time to jump up the cliff, but you can do it. That's not a glitch. It's not a glitch because it makes the game easier or anything. That would just be an exploit. Like, they didn't intend you to do that, but they can. And a glitch would have to be something they didn't intend to happen. And the reason fire farms work is a bunch of mechanics that they designed to work the way they work, but not they designed to work in that way. It's kind of how you can, like, make a calculator, like a literal working calculator in Minecraft if you wanted to design all the circuits. You wouldn't do that for gameplay purposes, but the creators never intended you to be able to do that with circuits. They just made circuits so you could do basic stuff, and then people did that. It's not a perfect example, but...
It's close. Close enough.
So, yeah. So, it's not really an exploit. It's not really a glitch because how pigs work in the game is basically when you kill them, they instantly respawn in their house, and then they just don't come out for another 3 days. And people are like, well, forcing them out of their house is a glitch. It's really not, because if they're in their house at night and you light their house on fire, they come out anyway. That's an intended mechanic. They're intended to leave their house when it's on fire. They're also intended to respawn in their house instantly. The exploit is making them come out early by using the fire. They intended both mechanics. They didn't think about how you could kill a pig and then instantly have it be back by doing that. But they're both intended mechanics. And then the fire spreading is intended. They didn't intend you to infinitely have a fire go by extinguishing things with flingomatics. So it's a bunch of things that they didn't intend you to be able to do, basically, together.
I mean, there's a few ways you could have the same effect, just inefficiently. Like the using ice does the exact same thing as the flingo. It'd be a lot slower, and as Zach said, the only difference is going to be: do you want a 4-hour stream or 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Like, you could literally fence off pig houses, get pigs out, kill them, repeat, like by just doing ice and fire, and it would be a joke.
Okay, so we got the Seal NATO coming in.
Oh, hell yeah. Such a good fight.
Which means I should wear armor, probably, because he can kill me like, pretty easily, actually.
Arco, as far as like food sources, are you talking in Don't Starve Shipwrecked or Reign of Giants?
I want my Krampus sack. I need my Krampus sack.
Hey, Spade.
My shit, man.
For some reason my chat's there it is. Oh, Reign of Giants. Okay, so food sources in that game are pretty abundant. Like, for example, you could be playing Wicker, in which case you could live exclusively on berries if you wanted to. But honestly, setting up spiders is really good, and having a berry farm functioning, because then you just make meatballs and you can live on that. That's pretty much what Zach did, I think, in his tutorial run through. Just had a reliable source of spiders and veggies or fruit. So a good way is the moment you see your, like, if you find a spider farm, a spider nest early on, just keep it in mind, visit it regularly until it hits level 3, knock it down, and then move the nest over closer to you, and you can fence it off if you don't want them wandering too close to you. And then use them to get monster meat, 1 monster meat, 3 berries, and you're good. Wrecked. Wow, you didn't even hesitate.
Nope. They get killed by my cactuses. But they keep taking out my goddamn lanterns, which sucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I have to reset them now to get them to be infinite again.
How long did it take before you got your Krampus sack finally?
In this world, like, an insane amount of time. Like, it was unreal. Where is my Krampus sack?
It's over where the seal died.
I don't see it.
Oh
over
wait,
here.
is it?
No, it's
Oh,
probably,
shit.
probably flung it somewhere. I don't know. Maybe there's a glitch.
Or is it an exploit?
What?
I was like, or is it an exploit? Oh shit, I hope it didn't fling it in the water.
He might have. I was trying to fight him over in a place where it wouldn't, like, disrupt all my shit. Well, because, like, what was in my
Gotta be
Krampus
among the
sack?
elephant plants then, right?
No. Because that's, like, that is definitely a glitch to lose all your shit. Yeah, I think I'll not risk saving and just quit, because I've... No, actually.
I really want to roll back the footage and watch that. What the fuck? Because it was there.
So, yeah, there's this glitch, and it's happened before. I do have a second Krampus sack in this world, but it's not the Krampus sack with all my stuff in it, and I don't know what stuff was in that Krampus sack. I'm resetting, because like, that glitch has also fucked one of my worlds up so hardcore. Another world I was, like, world hopping, I was, like, about to collect the thingy that you're supposed to put on the wooden thing, and he came by and he absorbed it. The problem is if he absorbs something like that, where he can't absorb it, so there's certain things he can't absorb. You see how he absorbed all the lanterns and they just went out and they just weren't in him? But when he absorbed the Krampus sack, it was, like, around him, and I could pick it up, but I couldn't really pick it up because I couldn't get close enough to him. When he dies, those disappear. So if you have, like, the wooden thing near him, he'll pick it up like that, and it'll be gone forever, and there's no way to world hop. I've confirmed that that's how it works on single player, because I tested it after it happened to me. I went into single player, and I, like, spawned him and had him absorb it, and then I tried to teleport to it, like, if it was anywhere in the world, and it wasn't anywhere in the world. So, I mean, I don't like to reset to avoid doing stuff that I should have had to do, but I will absolutely reset to avoid a glitch like that. Like, you know what I mean? There's, like, nothing I can do about that. That's absolutely not how the game is intended to work. It's not supposed to permanently get rid of your items. Because that sucks. Also, the Seal NATO is one of the reasons I try and not be here during hurricane season. Because, as you saw, he'll just, like, fling all my shit everywhere if I don't fight him in the right spot. And I hate that.
You have the tutorial series and a thing over there, yeah? Yeah.
Playlist? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't mind fighting the boss. I just don't like how wind, like, messes your stuff up. Like, he'll just go through and he'll pick up all my lanterns and throw them everywhere, and it's so annoying. So in the future, I'm probably not going to be here during this season. But since I have nowhere else to go right now, I don't have a base set up in Reign of Giants. I kind of have to come back to get the stuff I need. I just don't want to fight him here because he's going to grab all my lanterns and like those are specifically set up in places so that for my base. I don't want him dicking around with my base. It's even worse if he goes over here because all my chests are marked by what's around them. And if he goes over there, he's going to grab all my shit that I've marked with my chest and throw them everywhere. It's for Reign of Giants? Yeah, it's Reign of Giants. How'd I get wet? I'm wearing an umbrella. Hey, what's up, Mason? Like, hopefully it just won't spawn and, like, bother me. I don't like to Alt F4. I feel like it's kind of cheating, but it's not like I died. I really just don't want to have to redo all my lanterns and then, like, I have another Krampus sack, but I don't even know what was in my Krampus sack. I don't know I'm going to have to go get again. It's so annoying. That's one of the reasons when I get the things, I will always put them on the wooden thing as soon as possible or put them in chests because I hate that glitch. There's another glitch you can do with the Seal NATO. Yeah, he's coming back. So I'm just gonna make sure. He'll take that too, which is super annoying. Maybe boat. I could fight him on a boat, but it's so much harder. I don't want him to take any of my lanterns. Where do I go? I guess I could go up here. Because he'll do his move like, it'll be like the first move he does. There we go. Now he's not gonna fuck all my shit up. What's my favorite game? Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Good call. That game had some dark themes.
It's one of my favorites. So if I get him to beat, because he can go across objects, if I get him to stand on exactly on this fire pit, and then I try and hide behind it, so he has to suck me up, he'll suck me into the fire pit, and my model will disappear, and I'll just be there forever, with nothing, not able to do anything.
Willow, best character in Don't Starve by far.
Best character Don't Starve, you're looking at it. Look at all this absurd shit I can do.
If you're going to include Shipwreck, like you're going to play both worlds, then the most versatile is probably WX.
You bitch.
Other characters are better at other things. I'm gonna get baited into this argument pretty soon. I can feel it.
Oh yeah, it depends. It like depends on so much shit. There's no one best character, like honestly. If you think there's a best character, then you're dumb. And if you think there's a best character and it's not like one of the top characters, like by how they play, then I don't know what to do for you, man. Did I get the video?
The
I sent you on
classic
Discord?
response is you're gonna get a Wolfgang.
I haven't watched it yet. Well, one of the reasons you're gonna get that is because there's a lot of YouTubers, I'm not gonna mention any names, that just like advocate heavily that the character they play is the best, and a lot of times there's like no rhyme or reason to why they're saying that. They're just like, because I play them basically, and because they're good at X and X. When it's like other characters can do that. All right, so I don't want to get baited into like this
Yeah, I was like, we had this argument last time.
But here's my 2 cents. The biggest, like, the only thing you're talking about when you're talking about end game, like, not surviving. Like, if you can't survive, honestly, just play, like, Wickerbottom or, like, Wigford. They're really good at surviving if you're not good at the game. It's, like, super easy. They make everything super easy. Right? But if you're not worried about that, you want to, like, do end game stuff fast, which is the other kind of goal of the game. You want to just, like, do what I'm doing, like, make a Megabase. The biggest way you can save time, because you basically can't die, and because, like, I'm not going to die, so then the only thing you're talking about is who can do things faster and who can do things that other people can't do. So Wickerbottom has books which can do some pretty cool shit which everyone else can't do. Mostly, like, on tentacles. Like, the lightning is cool, but it doesn't really help you that much, because it can only really kill stuff, and everyone can kill stuff, but on tentacles lets you do stuff that, like, no one else can do. You can make a bunch of tentacles, which is actually really useful in, like, making mob traps and stuff, and actually really cool. So she has on tentacles, which is awesome. So she's pretty good. Besides that, I hate how these magic seals don't stack.
There was an episode where we had a massive discussion about this, like an in-depth one, about, like, efficiency. And the argument everyone makes is Wolfgang kills things faster.
Yes.
But if speed is what you're after, then WX is going to be the best choice because of lightning.
Because he's just a faster character. He's like 10 times faster than every other character. And if speed is the point, then running faster trumps fighting faster. And the reason is because the amount of time you spend walking versus the amount of time you spend fighting. I could do calculations, but there's no point because you could just watch my stream and, like, sure, early on you might need to fight more, but what do I really need to fight? If I'm going to get attacked by hounds, I'll just run into my, like, hound base thing that I have, or my tooth trap field, or whatever. Like, houndy shooty says it doesn't matter. And if I'm fighting an endgame boss, it's the amount of time it takes me to hit him 20 times versus 10 times. And that amount is probably going to be somewhere around, like, because you hit twice per second, right? So if I'm hitting him 20 times to kill him because I have double damage, or I'm hitting him 40 times to kill him, that's 10 seconds of swinging, right? And
I think the... Sorry, go ahead.
What were you saying? No, you can go.
I was going to say, like, I think the best way we described it at the time was, like, so let's use the Ancient Guardian as an example. You're going to save more time as WX running to the Guardian than Wolfgang is going to save killing it.
Okay, so
like, you're going to save 10 seconds,
that's
maybe
a good
20.
example. So he has 3,000 life. You do about 60 damage with a handbat. Let's just round it down to 50 to make the calculations way, way easier, because as it starts to spoil, it does less damage, blah, blah, blah. So say you do 50 damage with it, and he has 3,000 health. That means you have to hit him 60 times. And then Wolfgang does double damage. He doesn't always do double damage because he has to be perfectly at double health, but that's why we're rounding it to 50. You have to hit him 30 times. So you're saving yourself 30 swings if you're doing the method where you do the fireplace thing, which is just the fastest method. So if you want to do the fast methods, you're going to do that. So that's saving you 30 swings, and you swing twice per second, so it's saving you 15 seconds. The speed I'm running at is going to save me more than 15 seconds getting to him, getting away from him, and then farming down and doing basically anything I'm going to do. So he's just faster to play this character than other characters in that situation. And then people talk about, like, early game, you can't really get the speed, and he moves faster too, but only when he's at 100% hunger. And to maintain being at 100% hunger, like, because everyone's like, oh yeah, well, you just be 100% hunger all the time. It's not, like, challenging to get the food, but the amount of times you have to eat to do that means you always have to have food on you, and you always have to do the eating animation, which doesn't really eat into your time that much. But he goes from, like, full to, like, normal mode in, like 2 minutes, and then you have to eat again.
Yeah.
I would, like, actually spend, like, half an hour and get to 0 hunger and have no ill effects from it. I just don't have to manage my hunger. And then I come in and I eat in one bunch. So there's
And
that.
if you look now, you're like, there's a reason Zach's carrying 20 gears right now.
Yeah, I actually
'Cause
will never
ever
have
he
to go
got
back.
in a bad spot.
I just
He
never
can
have
just
to go
munch on a
back.
gear.
I'll just eat gears. Like, I can actually go world hop like 20 times without ever having to come back. The only reason I come back is for coffee, because it would be super slow if I didn't do coffee stuff.
So yeah, it's it's never an easy question, and it's always gonna have like if
Different
but maybe answer.
Yeah, and different answers from different people, but straight up, if you're talking about like difficulty-wise, it's just probably better to play, I don't know, like a character like Wickerbottom or Wakeford, because they're just easy characters to play, and they're also good for learning the game, because you do a lot of stuff you might not do with other characters.
The only caveat to that I'd say is like with Wickerbottom, maybe play her second, just because with my brother, whenever I was showing him, he didn't understand science machine's importance at all.
Yeah, or like sleeping and
begin
stuff
with.
like that. You just don't learn aspects of the game when you play certain characters. And that's why I think like playing, if you're learning the game, you probably just want to play like Honesty Wilson or something. Because people will like, I know people who are like, oh, I can never have like a light for the night. I just play Willow. And it's like, well, you're never gonna learn if you just play Willow. If you just do that, you're just like, I don't understand this mechanic, so I'm just gonna get around it. And then you play another character where you can't get around that mechanic.
Like I can't remember what because I used to play Wolfgang, and I was one of those people that's like, I live and breathe Wolfgang. And then like I was like, oh, I'll give WX a go, and I was just like, it's a completely different game.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's just so breezy, comparatively. Like,
and people
hunger
talk about,
isn't.
Yeah, people talk about like this, right? Not to interrupt you. People talk about like all the like reasons why WX sucks. Oh, he starts with early health. Oh, he can't get overcharged early. Either in Shipwrecked or the normal mode, you can get overcharged like, I don't know, in this mode I can get overcharged like day 2 if I'm really trying to push it. And in Shipwrecked I can do the same. There's ways to get overcharged super early. In Shipwrecked, if you want to be casual about it, you just wait till the next season and get overcharged. But there's ways to like force it super fast if you really wanted to. I wouldn't do those ways though, and just like do it casually.
Yeah, with Raid of Giants, go to the ruins real quick. Which we've proven is doable. Yeah.
Also, and like with the food thing again, like I literally can just like have this stale jerky. Like I don't have to like worry about wasting all this food, because in like stale like coffee and stale everything, I just like don't worry about all that stuff that takes a lot of time. I just go through the game like doing whatever. And overcharge is so convenient compared to other speed bonuses, because I can actually, if I like know where I'm going, I can not use a lantern down here, and I can use a walking cane, which makes me that much faster. So overcharge and walking cane makes me super fast.
Yeah, it's comedic. Like, it's.
If I also were to use the Magnum Luminescence, I'd go so fast, it'd be unbelievable. It's like comical to see.
Yeah. Magnum Luminescence, shark fin helmet, coffee.
Oh yeah, I can go do that later. I can go do the like ultimate speed combo if you guys want. It's like,
and then the ship.
Yeah, you're literally like, you're flying across the screen. Your character's not in the center of the screen anymore, because like the game just can't keep up with that shit.
I'm pretty sure you actually break the threshold of like, if you run too fast or at an edge, you can glitch out of the map.
You break that tenfold. You can break that way easier. So like if you like run into the edge of the map, you'll just go over it in that situation.
So, careful.
But you don't have to worry so much about like glitches, because if you get a boat on land now, it'll just instantly get destroyed.
Yeah.
There's no way to get boats on land. There used to be ways to get boats on land.
You know what annoyed me about Don't Starve Together as well? Well, at least in all of my testing, maybe it was a bug, but you know how you usually are able to come down to here, wait until it hits Nightmare phase, last out the Nightmare and pick up like 40 Nightmare fuel?
Yeah.
That doesn't work in Don't Starve Together.
Really?
Like whenever they disappear, they just disappear, they don't die.
Yeah, that sucks.
I was like,
oh. Way to get Nightmare fuel.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm just drinking tea, by the way. That's why I'm doing this. Nightmare Fuel, it's like I have to run far away from the statue and then run back so that they're like lagging behind so I can mine it. I'm just gonna do this.
Also,
yeah.
in the base game, does hammering the pseudoscience station cause things to spawn
Yeah.
in this?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so it does.
Which can be a little annoying, but if you're wearing a crown and you get the invincibility frames, you can just keep hammering it, because all it does is it hurts your sanity instead of your health. It doesn't damage the crown either, I don't think, but since you're going to be at 0 sanity from getting struck by lightning, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Schmeh.
I'm just getting all this Thulecite because I have no idea how many times I'm going to reset the world or whatever. What I want to find is some key biomes that I really want. And then, or like some key set pieces that I kind of really want in a world layout that I really want. I want like an island with a wormhole on it would be really cool. It's not necessary, but it's really good to have. Because you can like do some cool stuff with it.
I'm super addicted to basing at the desert now. That's my favorite.
Oh, what, in DSC or in the regular game? With the tumbleweeds?
Regular game.
Yeah, it's really good with tumbleweeds.
Cactuses. Like either on the desert, like well next to the desert, or if I'm really lucky, there's a wormhole that leads to the desert, and I just base next to that or near that. Subject to change, like depending on whether there's some key stuff that's other places.
I just base wherever, basically, honestly.
Like I was super sad on my brother's run, which thrown away the world now. There was a reed trap, and I was playing Wicker. I was like, oh.
Yes. I'm not playing Wicker, so I don't need a reed trap, but I'd like one because it's definitely the fastest place to go get reeds if you ever want them. But you don't really need reeds as other characters much, so.
Nah.
I'm not gonna make a bunch of blow darts. I know people are like blow darts in Wolfgang, but it's like the amount of time you waste getting blow darts compared to beating something to death with a ham mat.
Yuck. Does do crazy damage with them, but fucking slack. Hunting birds, shit like that. Ugh.
Yeah, that's why Don't Starve Together can be really fun sometimes. Is because hunting birds as Wicker is like cake.
It's a joke.
And then she can regrow the reed trap. You can actually make like a blow dart production factory if you really wanted to. But once again, all of these things I'm talking about, it's just time. It takes so long to get this stuff that you don't really save time from like fighting a boss by doing it that way. I don't really need to get gears, so I'm not gonna like go hunt down that like knight up there. Gears are just like an afterthought, and if they're near me, I'll just kill them because I can get so much more gears in Shipwrecked from just farming the floaty boaty knights.
Yeah, yeah.
You get like an insane amount, and they're like the least dangerous characters in the game. I don't think I've ever been.
So I feel like
I think I actually got killed by
WX was not fully thought through as far as Shipwrecked.
No.
Man, floaty boaty knights are so easy to come by, and gears. If you have just a reliable source of constant gears, so dumb. Like, because it gives you back health, sanity, everything. Like, back basically up to full.
Yeah, it's
you
like,
get your maximums up dumb amounts. It's so powerful. And even if you die and you lose like half your health or whatever you do, you can just bounce it straight back up.
Yeah, so like I don't really worry about taking damage. That's why I'm not wearing like a helmet or anything. Oh shit. I'm so fast I like moved back before I even... Because this is, every time I repair one of these or get struck by it, it'll give me like a whole bunch. So... Crown. What I don't like though is it starts making the sound for you being overcharged. Oh shit, I moved back too fast. I hate these assholes. Dodging them takes so much work. I just let them hit me. Because you have to like hit twice and then so you have time to dodge because their fucking projectile is like hitbox is out of this world. Oh shit, fuck you, man.
Just throw tables at you. If it matched the like, if it matched the display of it, I'd be fine with it. But it doesn't. It can look like you're well and truly out of the way and it hits you. It's
if
ridiculous.
you do a freeze frame of me getting hit by some of those things, it'll literally be like this far from me. It'll be like on the other side of the screen. It's like insane. And
Disgusting.
it makes
Same
sense.
with flow darts. Flow darts can suck my.
It makes sense for the gameplay because otherwise it'd be impossible to hit you with that if you were moving at all. All you'd have to do is be invincible. But also, come on, man, don't do that.
Man, I spent so much time doing this on my game.
Doing what?
Like clearing out the ruins and getting all the gears from there because it was just an ROG game. It wasn't Shipwreck because I was playing on Don't Starve Together. And this is like the best way to get gears by far. And then I was resetting the ruin on Don't Starve Together is such a pain.
Oh yeah, it's insane how long it takes to do all that stuff.
Well, because I was doing it all solo too. That game is just like as silly as it sounds, and yes, it's blatantly obvious. It's not at all balanced for single player.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like not, it's not super hard, but everything takes so fucking long. All right, I don't want to go get a new pickaxe, so.
And just like the boss that I need to fight, the Shadow Manipulator. The first thing you have to do is fight the chest pieces. Which means you're fighting 3 bosses at once, which can't get hit by traps, or anything like that, so you can't cheese it in any way. So it just means you literally have to you just have to tank it, which is what I ended up doing. Okay, I just have to have a shit ton of football helmets. And be like, eh. I was like, I don't like doing that. It doesn't feel good.
So that's how you overcharge. The like force field will protect you, and I don't need to like get all these. I don't have enough twigs, so I have to like, or gold. No, I dropped my gold. That's what I dropped. I have to like go fucking get more gold. I don't want to do that.
When you say you plan DS, do you mean like plan a base? Because Don't Starve is a hard game to plan for because, like, you can give a rough outline for what to do, but it's got to depend on where you end up basing and stuff.
I just eat these for the sanity.
Play, okay.
People are like, you eat jerky just for sanity? What a waste. I have like 40 stacks of jerky. They will go bad before I can ever eat them for hunger.
That's inefficient!
There we go. I have also the Tam O'Shanter. I'm just not wearing it because whatever.
You know what, Zach? I don't think that last stack of jerky is even worth keeping. I'll just chuck it on the ground for you.
Oh, dude, yeah. People would get so pissed if I did that.
Trigger warning.
I do that all the time. I let things rot because I need rot so I can burn it to ash so I can do all my coffee plant bullshit.
That was another thing I discovered. Whenever I first started playing the game, I hated the alternate berry bushes you get. Now I love them. It's just free rot.
Yeah, dude.
The juicy ones?
The Juicy Lucy ones are the best.
Oh my god. Such appreciation for them, especially when playing Wicker.
Yeah.
One read of your book gets you like 3 stacks of berries. It's insane. Which you can use for food or rot.
Or manure.
Yeah. Or manure, yeah, if you want to do the pig trick. It's such an in-depth game.
Yeah, that's why I like
You
it.
have no idea.
It's super relaxing too.
Hmm.
And at first, it was like challenging to like survive. I don't want to like brag or like say I'm good, but it was never really that challenging for me to survive. Like some people are like, I watch all your tutorials and I can't get past day 4. Like my first game lasted till like day 9. And I knew nothing about the game. Like nothing. I didn't even know that you needed a torch at night. I was just like walking around at night. And I was like, well, I don't know where I'm going. And then I got hit by the thing. I had made a torch because, you know, when you start a game like this, you just start making shit. When you start like a survival-based game, you're like, I'm going to make this just in case I need it. So I had a torch. I was just walking around and I was like, can't see shit, man. Then I took my torch out and I was like, oh, this worked. And then it was getting low, so I just put it away. I'm like, I'll just walk around in the dark. I don't care. And I got hit by Charlie, and I was like, oh, shit. So I put it back on. So I figured out Charlie can kill you without dying, which I feel like is kind of just lucky because that's not something you can know.
It does something like 50 damage.
It does like 100 damage, just like a lot, man. Way more than 50, but...
Is it?
Yeah, I know it's a lot. I don't know how much it is.
What's that new character called?
What,
In DST?
Um,
Stupid mechanic that no one likes.
I don't know what her name is.
Wilson 2.0.
Yeah. Oh shit, boxing. Found all the things already.
I don't have any problem with her. People just, they've gotten too used to having OP characters.
She's not like bad, she's just like not
No.
good.
It's just yeah, she's not amazing.
I mean, she's not...
She's probably a good character to learn on, actually, because her benefits don't break the game. But they're enough that it's like, for example, she can take a free hit from, what's his name?
Charlie. Yeah,
Charlie.
but that's like so useless.
Yeah, oh it is. But I mean, like, for a new player.
Yeah, it could be like a good reminder, like, oh shit.
Time to make a torch as well. Like, it buys you that little bit of panic time. Because I know whenever I first started, and like you don't think about making a torch, and then it starts to get dark, like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
I don't think I've ever been killed by Charlie. I think I've been killed by Charlie through my own stupidity. Like, on like day 200, and I just had like a thing, so it's fine. Like, in my tutorial series, I think I got killed by Charlie, because I was out way too late without any resources, and I was like, whatever, and I just died, and I was like, okay, well, I have like 3 meat effigies, so.
Meat effigy, yeah.
But I've never lost a game to like Charlie, because it's just really not that hard. Not like criticizing people who have, but it just isn't objectively a very hard thing to do. I learned very early on, I'll just carry a stack of grass and twigs with me everywhere I go, and then I can't ever be killed by Charlie. Because I'll just make
Also, always have a fire on pre-craft.
Yeah, I do that too. I always pre-craft the fire, and I just can't be killed.
The only time where, like, I've died to that kind of stuff is whenever it overlaps really poorly with other things. And, like, usually it's at the point where, like, you've got meat effigies and everything and you're all okay. But, like, for example, Winter Boss comes at the same time as
that makes sense.
You don't have enough to make a stone, like, fire, shit like that. Like, whenever just you're like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that happens. That doesn't happen to me a lot. You can see in my tutorial series how I dealt with that. That's actually, like, people are like, oh, this game's easy, blah, blah, blah. You should watch how I dealt with the hounds coming. Well, I was freezing, and it was turning dark, and all I had is, like, one torch with, like, it was, like, 50%, and I had no way to craft another torch. I killed all the hounds, and I got through the night. It was, like, pretty ridiculous.
You like grasping around and lighting on fire and running on it or something?
Yep, I lit grass on fire, unequipped my torch, and fought the hounds in the firelight, and then before the firelight went out, I found another grass tuft and did that, and I repeated the whole night.
Nice.
I was just, like, casually talking while doing it. That was one of the things people were like, how are you casually talking while, like, balancing all these things? I was like, whatever. And I sounded so disinterested. I was like, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to light this grass tuft on fire. And I'm going to kite these hounds a little, and then it's about to run out right about now, so I'm going to light this grass tuft on fire. And people were like, Jesus Christ. How many hours do you have in
How many hours do you have?
I don't know, like 300 or something. Not that many.
I'm like 180, I think. I have 180 on it and 160 on Don't Starve Together.
What do I need? I need the ring thing still? Yeah. I'll go get some coffee. Maybe explore the rest of the world a little. I don't play Don't Starve that much. I know it's like it's weird to say that. Like people are like, oh yeah, you probably play a ton. We can actually look how many I have on Steam. Bring Steam up. Monitor 1. Alright, so pause this game. So for Don't Starve, I have 385 hours. I just recently got Divinity last year. Let's see how many I have there. I have 244. Don't Starve is now for like 7 years. So I played a lot of Divinity, and I played like a little bit of Don't Starve together, like 148 hours. It's not that much though. I mean, you see people who have games who they have like so many hours. Nuclear Throne, 81 hours. Oxygen not include 4 hours. What other games do I played a lot on here? I don't actually really know what games I've played a lot. I played Undertale a decent amount, 26 hours. I played Stardew Valley a good amount. It's 56.
Divinity Original Sin, I have 122 hours, like number 2.
I played a lot of Divinity. Honestly, the game I've played the most would either have to be... I mean, it'd probably be World of Warcraft or the Secret World. But if you're not counting MMOs, it'd probably be like Oblivion. Like the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I played a lot of that. I did absolutely everything, got every achievement. I was like a god. I like played like multiple games. I played that a lot. Payday, I have 357 hours in Payday.
Damn. Didn't know you played it that much.
Yeah, I was really good at Payday. I played a lot of Payday. I could solo like any heist in that game. Easily.
Rust, I have 407 hours.
Oof, that's a lot. I don't think I'm topping 400 in any of my games on Steam. You have to go off Steam for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say World of Warcraft, I don't know. I probably don't want to know.
I'm not one of those, some people like play a lot of games and don't play them a lot. I'm not one of those people. I definitely don't consider myself one of those people. But I definitely... Oh, see ya, what's up? See ya, some random anime protagonists. Have fun. I definitely like to play a lot of games. So I don't play games too much, I don't think. But I definitely, if I like a game, I want to play it until like I feel like I'm done with it. I feel like I've done most of what I can. Like Divinity, I'm not even close to done with it. But I'll take long breaks from games. So like that's how I play Don't Starve notoriously. Is I just like got pretty good at it. My first Wicked World, and I played for like a year. Then I did my tutorial series like a year later because Shipwrecked was coming out, and I was like, Shipwrecked looked pretty fun, so I thought I might do it. Now I just want to I want to kind of explore the world, see what we're dealing with. I have one sinkhole, I cleared one sinkhole. I'm going to do the third sinkhole, get all 3 Guardian Horns, clear out the ruins relatively, get a bunch of Thulecite, get a bunch of overcharge. I really want to overcharge myself like a good, 500 days at least, and that'll give me a lot of time to do everything else I want to do before it runs out, because I got to eventually set up something that allowed me to permanently overcharge myself. Not permanently, like, you never run out of overcharge, like, something that'll allow me to overcharge myself easily without like getting rid of the shrines or something. And the only thing I know of that you can do that would be like a Moose Goose glitched eggs situation. You can like permanently have Moose Goose goslings, and when they get enraged, they strike lightning when they swing, and you can block them behind walls so they won't destroy the walls, but they'll constantly try and swing at you, and lightning will strike and they'll overcharge you, and you can just wait there and like it's literally like free overcharge. You just like activate them and then you wait for a bit. I can set one of those things up, but I can only set up Arena Giants, and since I don't have a permanent Arena Giants, the world's not setting some shit like that up between world hopping, so.
Mm.
You have to like wait till spring and then get an old bill and set it up. And it's like not that hard, but it would definitely take a lot of time. Alright, well the third sinkhole is going to be in here. The reason I'm not using a divining rod is because I want to explore this world anyway, so that I can see where everything is. So, and see like if I have the set pieces I want. So it'd be pointless for me to speed this up because I have to reveal most of everything anyway before I leave. It's actually probably be prudent to do that before I destroy all the shrines, because I don't know which. Because I'll make a caves base and a ruins base eventually, and I don't know which ruins I would want to make it in. Probably want to make it in one that's pretty cool shaped, so I don't want to have destroyed all those pseudoscience stations before. Like I destroy all the pseudoscience stations in the world and I find out that I like this world gen. That'd be really bad. So that's why I'm exploring it now before I do the other two sinkholes, because I might like it. I doubt it though. I haven't found any cool set pieces. But yeah, this game can be kind of boring for people watching it. It's definitely like not the most viewer-friendly game. It's just not set up in a good way to be viewer-friendly.
It's just because there's a lot of downtime. It's a lot of traveling, a lot of walking, a lot of like just bullshit.
Yeah, definitely. But people seem to like it, so.
So this is a newly gen world. Sorry, I looked away.
What?
Is this a newly gen world?
What do you mean?
I looked away. Like, as in, did you just world hop?
Oh, no. I'm in the same world. I
Okay.
gotta discover everything before world hop. There's the last sinkhole. I just wanna, like, you know, see if there's a reed set piece in here. If there's not, that's like a minus. I want to see everything and then kind of just get a plan in my head of my Megabase and be like, this could go here, this could go here, blah, blah, blah. And this might take like 15 world hops, it might take 2. You want it to take more than 1 because you want to get more resources, but in my shipwrecked world, it took 1, and then I really liked it, and I was like, I can't pass this up. Because that island I'm on, that huge island, it just has really cool stuff. Like, it has like that dock that I made. That's like just awesome. It's like a straight line, and it's straight, so you can make it look like it's like a dock you made, you know what I mean? Versus it being curvy and natural. Then there's another dock on the other side of the island that is all curvy. It's like just so perfect. I was like, I can't pass this
Did you play
up.
around with any of the floating stuff yet?
Oh, no, I can't. Not in this world.
No, in your shipwrecked one.
The other one? No, I haven't really done much. I think I just world hopped and went and got overcharged in the other one that I was doing. Because why wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, well, I found the thing, so I was like, well, might as well get this. I don't know what any of the floating stuff even does. I doubt it's going to be anything helpful, honestly.
It's more just you can have like a station.
I don't think it's help. There's
It definitely
some
probably
cool
would
stuff.
look cool, but I don't think it's going to be... Unless it can allow me to stand on water or something like that. You know what I mean?
The new quack and drop is pretty handy. I like it.
You can make the ram.
Yeah.
What does that do?
Pretty much if you run into anything on the water, like including like jellyfish, rocks, all that stuff, just chomps it.
Nice.
Does like a charge attack and destroys it all.
Does it do
And drops the resources.
does it lose durability?
Oh no.
Doesn't it? It's permanent?
Oh, actually no, I think it does lose durability. I was like, I can't remember if it's permanent or not.
Because it depends on what it takes to repair it.
Good point. I might look it up, because I'm not super familiar with it yet. Because I haven't gone back and played solo, I don't starve in ages.
I need more coffee. without coffee is so slow. Ugh. So yeah, that's probably about it. This savannah I will explore. I want to wait for my friends. I don't want to lose them because I want to harvest them in the morning.
Durability, 15 uses. Next.
If you can repair it with something easily repairable, that'd be great. But if not, I don't like non-permanent things like that where it's like really hard to repair.
Oh wow, it doesn't have a repair option. That's crazy.
Yeah, like that sucks.
That's a shame.
So you can't really farm it either. So what do? You just use it when you get it and then it's done.
You can spawn the Quacken.
You can spawn them only once every 20 days.
Yeah.
Since he doesn't have a lot of other good drops, I mean he does, but all the other good drops are like one-time thing. Like you only need one booty chest and you only need one walking cane. One thing I really like with Don't Starve Together though is the skins. I'm not huge into cosmetics, but those skins are all really cool.
Mm. Yeah, I wish they'd implement them in the base game because it doesn't change anything. It's just
Yeah, you'd still have to get them in Don't Starve, but they're in your
Just neat
Steam
to have.
inventory, so they could work in both.
mm.
Maybe they'll do that in Hamlet, I don't know. I doubt it, but...
I even looked for mods. I was like checking for mods if anyone had put skins and implemented them. Then I realized it literally they'd have to overhaul UI and main menu and all that shit as well, so it's impossible.
Yeah, well, it's not
Has to be
impossible,
official.
just be insane, like, to do that yourself.
I think they'd have to make it a custom character,
Yeah, probably.
pretty much, with identical like setup as everyone else, just looks different.
Yep, and that would be a nightmare to implement a custom character for every outfit. You wouldn't be able to,
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to read which skins you have, so just have to unlock all skins, which is kind of lame.
Yeah. I'm getting sleepy, so I'm probably gonna go to bed.
Oh, yeah, it's late for you.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m.
Oof.
Yeah. Don't worry, I only have work in 5 hours, no problem.
Whoops.
I'm a responsible adult.
I'm not going to be streaming for that much longer anyway.
Cool. Alrighty, guys. I'll catch you later. I'll chat to you in the morning if you're still up.
Say bye to Papa Blaine, everyone.
Bye.
I'll probably be up when you wake up, but not much longer. I have like my first stair work tomorrow, so I'm gonna try and like sleep.
Oh, new job.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, good luck if I don't get to speak to you.
All right. Thanks. Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye. I need to find that ring thing. I don't want to go get a divining rod. I just want to find it. Should be somewhere around here. Because this should be the last place that I can find it, possibly. And if not, it's like somewhere up here or something. And then I will get a divining rod. But yeah, I'm definitely not keeping this world because it has no good set pieces. So I want to like basically, these probably go to, these like wormholes really suck too. This goes here, these probably goes there, and I don't know where the other one would go, if there's another one somewhere. This one. I mean, I suppose it could be like this and this, but I don't know that it is. There we go. Now I can world hop to the next world. I do want to get the guardian horns, and I do want to get all my coffee plants first. Mostly coffee plants, honestly. Everything else like doesn't matter that much, but coffee plants, because I want to fill out that whole area. So I need to go get all the coffee plants from a volcano every time I world hop. That's like a must do. Probably want to wait for like flooding season though, because hurricane season sucks to go around in, but I guess it doesn't really matter actually. Okay, I gotta go back there now, so I might as well just do it now. They need more coffee. Where's the ring thing? Right here. Wow. Ow. It's boring when I don't have someone to talk to. No one's just talking in the chat, please. I made the chat all look nice and stuff before I came in. Flaws. Oh, good, it's monsoon. Guys, he's not gonna win that fight. So put all my stuff away, get some coffee. I wonder if there's any floaty boaty knights. There should be. I killed them a while back. Ah, there we go. I don't think these guys have ever hit me. They, for some reason, don't hit really close to them, ever. Doesn't make any sense. But I'm so slow. Oh, I'm so slow. Please help me. Did I make bee boxes yet? No, I know where I need to make them, though. I have a shitload of honeycombs. I just have to go get the bees to do it. I like lag super. Well, I'm gonna lag super hardcore when I get past this this place. When it loads in all my grass. If the wind blows near my grass, I'm pretty sure it'll crash my game. But yeah, this dock looks super nice. I love it. Bee mines. Gold. Doubloons. I need 2 of these. I need 2 boards. And 2 ropes. Let's just put this right here because I'm definitely going to need that. Let me go back. As you can see, I have a lot of thulicite already. I don't know where these guys are going, these wonderful gals. I probably already have like them somewhere, but we're just going to put them in a random spot. What I do need, though, is I do need a shovel. I probably need 1 more shovel, actually. So we'll grab 2 gold. And we need some twigs. We have some. Make another shovel. Put my twigs away. They go here. I want to mark every chest with what goes in it, but during hurricane season, it'll blow all my shit around, so. I need some ash just in case. Which is good because I also need my coffee plants. All rot is going to get, like, turned into ash, probably. cookie cooks. Make sure you don't let them close twice, they'll turn into ash. Alright, and now we're gonna get the volcano. We also want the cactus plants, but I can get those later. That's a whole big thing I gotta do with like the logs and burning them. Oh shit, everything withered. That's what I thought would happen. And summer is a good place to get this stuff because it's not withered, and you actually get the coffee off it too. But I have so much ash, I don't care. Because it originally wasn't withered when I came in, and I thought that was because it just loaded and it didn't have time to wither, which is possible. But it also could have been withered. Sometimes it doesn't display as withered, but it is. Also, you may notice at some point that I haven't actually unlocked Woodlegs yet. The reason I haven't unlocked him is because I want, when I finally do find my shipwrecked world that I want his prison so I can decorate it. So I haven't unlocked him in any of my other worlds purposefully. So, because I'll have to keep reloading this as I world hop. I have to see how many cactus plants I want at some point, because getting a bunch of unnecessary cactus plants is like a whole lot of work that you don't need to do. Is kind of boring. Also, if it becomes summer, I want to know where the altar is of sacrifice so I can use it. So this thing would be good to use too, but also I might want to get more obsidian. I don't have that much obsidian, but I don't really have much of a use for obsidian, honestly. The tools are okay, but they're tools and you use them and they're gone. There's like nothing permanent. That's good. Obsidian fireplaces are really good, but you can only place them in Don't Starve Shipwrecked because you can't store them and go into the other world. So I only really ever need one, probably. This many coffee plants is also probably like completely ridiculously useless, but like there's no practical use for just having way more than you could ever possibly harvest at once. Especially because I'm pretty sure... Hey, what's up? I'm pretty sure in the... If it gets a mild season, they'll all, like, just go back to their withered part, like, just naturally. Which kind of sucks. Because it's supposed to do that to the ones that are just plump in summer, because they become plump in summer. I think when it enters the season, they instantly get fertilized, and then when it leaves the season, they instantly don't. So... I can go apeshit harvesting in summer, but it's not gonna last the whole year because coffee plants don't last that long. Hey, look at that. I used all my jerky. I didn't even let it spoil because I'm WX78 and I can eat the most spoiled stuff in the world. Start a shipwreck base? Awesome. How's it going? I knew I need to bring 2 shovels. Good. What character are you playing? Oh, where's the coffee plant? Also probably want a mini plantation too in a Giants of coffee plants. I guess it depends on how many coffee plants I get before I find the world I want. Will depend on what kind of how I distribute it between the 2 worlds. WX78, nice. It can be a difficult start, especially if it's like rains a bunch and you take a bunch of water damage. You constantly have to heal yourself, but it takes so long for you to die from that that you really have to like, because you can just eat butterflies like occasionally to mitigate any damage you take. You can be like wet 24/7, and as long as you eat like a butterfly every like minute, you're probably fine. And you can also dry yourself off too. You don't have to be wet 24/7 just because it rains once or twice. When it gets to hurricane season, just stand out in the open. Make some banana pops first. Make an ice machine before hurricane season. Make sure you have something to protect your base. The what's it called? The lightning rod, and then make some banana pops, and then go stand out in the middle of nowhere, not near your lightning rod, and get struck by lightning a bunch of times. When that's done, eat all the banana pops to restore your sanity. Really good source of early game overcharge. You can get overcharged for the entire year, pretty much. If you get a lot of, if you take use of every lightning storm, you can get overcharged for the whole year. this any? I don't think so. Says how many coffee plants you can get from one. You can get a lot of elephant cactus too. If I want to go get all those are like not that difficult to collect. You just get like 4 logs and you put them around 4 logs around one. You wear the cactus armor so it doesn't attack you. You put 4 logs around one, light those on fire, and then it'll like kill it. And then with fire check damage, and then you just like dig it up instead of like being it. Will you ever make a tutorial for Don't Starve Shipwrecked? I kind of did. Yeah, I do have a Let's Play for that. By kind of, I mean I did. Like, there's a Let's Play for that on my channel. I only got to like day 110 before I got bored, though. This is playing Wilson. I mean, the problem with like doing a bunch of Let's Plays is inevitably if there's a crossover between Shipwrecked and Brain of Giants, you just do the same thing in every world. Which is what I'm doing now, like get really awesome stuff and make a giant base. So there's really only ever a point to do one world unless you want to play with different characters, and different characters are cool, but I'm gonna plant an insane amount of coffee plants, and I'll probably be out for today. It's just like a quick, short, fun stream. Bulks did a cool series. Yeah, what do you do? A lot of people do pretty cool series. Lots of giants. Why? I don't know. I don't like lots of giants. Lots of giants is just the same as regular giants, but you fight giants more. Like, because you can get prepared for the giants in a way that it's just like you saw with like the Seal NATO, right? It's just like a fight, right? If you have a ham mat, you just do it like that. I've played lots of giants myself, and I just didn't think it was that much more challenging. I guess it's cool for the deerclops in winter because you can get multiple eyes per winter, but I don't know, man.
One of us, one of us.
One will gobble, Google gobble, one of us, one of us. Google gobble, Google gobble, one of us. Thanks for subscribing, Pro Savages. But yeah, lots of giants isn't. It's really hard to make this game more challenging. I played a world that has like lots of giants and all kinds of other shit. Like starts in middle of summer with maximum overheating, lots of giants, blah blah blah, all that. Lots of every enemy, lots of all this stuff, low resources, and it just like once you get stabilized in the first 3 days, it becomes like every other game. Play with less resources or more rain, I don't know. There's no way to make this game challenging enough because the problem with Don't Starve in a lot of survival games, I play a lot of survival games, is the difficulty curve becomes if you survive for the first couple of days and you're knowledgeable, that's all it takes you to get prepared for the next couple of days, and then it just gets easier and easier. So basically, if you know what you're doing, the game should just only get easier from the first day. Like, if you survive, it gets easier, basically. Because when you're surviving, you're doing stuff to make you easier. You'd really have to make it so, you have to have a lot of upkeep, and it occupies all your time to make survival difficult, but then that means new players can't keep up with that upkeep and just constantly die. So to make it so new players can play and players who are experienced can play is kind of impossible. Because you have different difficulty levels, and oftentimes these different difficulty levels are just like things have more HP or less HP, and it doesn't actually make... HP bloat doesn't really make things more challenging, it just makes them more tedious sometimes. So like that's the thing with like lots of giants. If I can fight the Deerclops once and not take any damage, I can fight him 9 times and not take any damage. And since the Deerclops, you can kill the Deerclops as Wigfrid, literally, and I've proven this, 5 seconds after leaving the door, you can easily kill the Deerclops. All you need is, not like 5 seconds, but all you need is 2 logs and 3 grass to make a campfire and Wigfrid's starting gear, and you can easily kill the Deerclops. I mean, once you know that, it's really not hard. You just need to make sure you have log armor at least. But if you do log armor and a football helmet and then a handbat, you could probably fight like 20 deer claps in a row. It's like stupid. And then like you can avoid the other bosses easily just by leaving. You can also, people do like 1 HP playthroughs. And 1 HP playthroughs are kind of the same thing. It's like the same exact gameplay, except you just try and not make a mistake, and if you do, you lose. So you usually will play things more safely. Instead of engaging in fights, you'll do things to not engage in fights. And you do like minimum kiting cycles. But you can also do like play normal and just be really good, but I have no interest in practicing this game until I can do a 0 HP playthrough like reliably without doing anything, blah blah blah. So that's all my coffee plants for here. Where's my rot at? Should be in one of these. Maybe it's this one? Yeah, let's go rot here. You know, it's less resources, more rain. But more rain is really challenging unless you're WX, and then it's just... Because starting in spring, you already have, like, rain a lot. Let me see, this is, like... The difficult map I did, like... It's only difficult because you, like, can die from overheating super easy in the first couple of days. Do I have... I have one of those? I don't know what any of these are. This is my normal ones. Just random days. This is normal, random stuff. This is my Megabase. All different type of characters. It's not a shipwrecked one. Probably be one of these. I wish you could label playthroughs. That'd be awesome. Is there a mod for that? So this is like a testing world. I'm like testing stuff in this world. Some worlds I just like, I make a world to like test a bunch of random shit. That's probably all of what these are. Yep. Or sometimes I make videos of me doing something, and I just like, you need a quick little video to do that. I just like make a world and then I go do a quick little video of that. People like ask, hey, how do I trap a hound in some bones? So I literally like make a video of me doing it real quick. There's another video of me doing that. I never delete the world. I must prune my worlds. I think I know what this one is. This is another video thing. I probably have a telelocator staff. This world. Wait, no, that was the standard, not Rain of Giants world. Or I did that. I think I might have already deleted that. Nope. So, notice how everything looks weird? I was using this world as a green screen. I like made green screen blocks and I placed them under me, and then I just stand on them when I want my character to do stuff and for a video, so I could edit the character out and having them do stuff easily. I made a green screen world. So that's what that is. And this is probably the one where I was testing the Dragoon thing, I think, and like other random stuff. I tested a lot of shipwreck stuff in this world. I might want to keep this if I want the Dragoon thing to be exactly like it was. Yeah. So I tested this monkey thing a little bit. Do that. I tested various ways to get boats on land. You can actually get a boat like pretty far on land, like in the middle if you want. But like I got a boat here. from the ground. But if you get in it, it explodes. So there's really no way I can find to ride a boat on land at all, because no matter what, even if you get it to the spot, you can't be in it. And if you instantly get out, the next time you get in it, it just goes. This is like a Dragoon thing I tested. This works pretty okay. I like modified it a bunch. For like farming Dragoon hearts. I want to leave that because I might need to reference that later. I probably need to retest and remake it. Shipwrecked 4. Alright, so it was... I do like a random character, Wes or something. Random's more fun. And then I do, for the world size normal, land branch normal. Use summer, day, long night, cave entrance. Don't need that, don't need that. Lots. Very long, short, very long, short. It's this one. So, a lot of this is the world size huge. Summer with long night. These are long, these are normal. I suppose you could make it harder than this. Then everything's default. Everything that can hurt you is more. Including bosses, which aren't lots. But I could put them on lots. It doesn't really make much of a difference, because if you survive the world killing you, the bosses are pretty actually easy. They're like the easiest part. I try to do this and don't save together, but it lags way too much for some reason. Even with my computer, which is pretty good. But yeah, this is like a preset I made that was fun. I find that it's super easy to die, but the problem is once you know how to do it, it's becomes super... Once you like get far enough where you're not dying, or if you just get a lucky set piece. The point is to get like a bunch of grass super quick. Once you get an endothermic fire, it becomes super easy. You can stand under trees to get shade, but once you get a straw hat, you're good for like till day 3. You gotta take some damage though, early, usually. You don't want to tussle with these guys because they'll fuck you up. Alright, so now I want to stand under trees to like not take too much damage. These guys are dicks. This guy could actually like straight murder me. Alright, so you make a straw hat. That keeps you pretty cool. Oh shit. I can heal up with this stuff. I can get sandy by picking flowers. And then I just need to find an endothermic fire, basically. So I want to find rocks. Like that. But I need flint, too. And I just go from tree to tree like this. Alright, so I got flint. I need one more flint. A stick. Just get a stick right here. You can very easily get food because everything's fighting everything else. You can very easily get gears if you're playing WX. That's why I random usually, but if I'm playing him, I will quit because it's way, way, way easy. What's up, Animal Matt? What is better, Rain of Giants or Shipwreck? I don't know. They both kind of work well together. There's no caves in Reign of Giants. Or, I mean Shipwrecked, which just kind of makes it boring, in my opinion. So yeah, now that I got this, I can find some rocks. I can get some grass. I can make a campfire for the night. In this short section is the best time to get things done. You're Serbian? Cool. A lot of it becomes, want to know the content of Hamlet, you're going to have to wait till it's released, man. I'm not going to tell you the content of that until that's just released. Now this becomes, can I find what I need to make an endothermic fire faster than I die? This is it now. Like, I just got to find gold. Because I need gold to make a science engine to make, like, an endothermic fire. And I need rocks and stuff, so. Go find golds on day one. But see, the thing is, if I find it, the game, it doesn't become easy, but it's like, it's not going, I'm not just, like, randomly gonna die, whereas it's just basically comes down to if I can find that shit. Because once you make an endothermic fire pit, it's, like, casual, because I can just cool myself off whenever I feel like it. And if the Firefly comes by, I'll just, like, ditch him. Or I'll get him to fight all of these enemies, or whatever. Night is dangerous because all these guys, I can't see them. But it's also one of the best times to do anything. I just have to open my ears and not fight those guys. Like, hope this goes somewhere. If it goes out into the middle of Savannah, it's probably not good. Probably take a ton of damage. From See, like, now I'm just gonna take a ton of damage because I'm so far out. By the time I get back to Shade, I just don't know if that goes anywhere. But you see what I mean, though, right? Like, it seems like it's like, oh, this would be really hard. This would be really interesting. 99% of this isn't me being skilled. It's like, what do I get on my map? Because, like, this literally just, like, killed, like, half a day, which is very important for getting set up in this mode. Half a day is everything. But just because I, like, didn't know where the map was. Like, I tried to find something, and I just wasn't able to find it because it just wasn't there. And now I'm definitely going to die. Because I only have like 2 or 3 days to get this endothermic fire, and I need to find gold. I've also spawned, I spawned one with the west once, where there's a graveyard right near me with a bunch of gold. I literally like made an endothermic fire pit on like day 2. And everything from there was like easy. And I literally got bored and deleted my game on day 10 because everything was all set. Like I had an endothermic fire pit, an alchemy engine. There's nothing left to do, basically. So, I mean, I dead from getting hit, probably, but also there's really no point in me playing this because I haven't really been fast enough. I've played this enough where I'm kind of like in a bad spot right now. Because like I explored all of this and this went nowhere, so I have to hope that there's gold this way, and there probably isn't. It's like I just don't know where to go. This map sucks. It's probably gonna be that's the only way out, and it's like all the way up here. You can't get worlds like this and that because you just die from overheating before you get anywhere. Like it's actually like impossible. But if you play WX78, it's super easy because everything drops gears when it dies. And you can just farm gears and then just like eat gears all the time. And you can just be overheating the whole time, just be eating gears. That's why WX78 is like kind of cheating on this mode. I did my first two things of these. I actually like saved, showed it, like I did a thing. But I also don't have a lot of health. To go get gold, I really need like health, basically. Because I'm gonna be running into here where there's no shade. That's why I really want to do this on the first night. The first night is the ideal time to go farm all this stuff. I gotta find this biome like night one if I really want to do well. Because other than that, you just wait here, but I need a science machine for this, which means I need to go get some more rocks. And I'll die probably before I get more rocks. And once I get it, I can use it to cool myself down. To a tolerable level. So you get like a rock like right there, a rock right here. This will have gold for an alchemy engine, but it's not going to have the right stuff. Need one more rock. Not like a rock, like one more rock. There we go. Now the game becomes a little easier. Like, that first part, it's so easy to die. Now it's going to be harder to die because I just need to find a good spot to place this. And as long as there isn't enemies around, and there's always going to be spots without enemies around, like here, seems pretty good. I can keep this fire going forever. Easily, because I have a science machine now. Which means I can take ground tiles. I just need 2 twigs for that. And I can find 2 twigs. And I can just keep this going. And that'll cool me off. And my straw hat's not going to help much, but you can get some other dress items pretty easily when you have an alchemy engine. But yeah, I mean, like, literally just like... keep this going forever. During the day, I'll just like branch out and just get this so I can start working towards my alchemy engine and making an endothermic fire pit. And then like, I could have not taken any health damage pretty much if I didn't get hit by that like guy. So it's like weird because it's not like it's not challenging. I'm pretty sure a new player would be like, what the fuck do I do? But also it's not like gonna make an interesting run in my opinion, because after I get past the first couple of days and I make an endothermic fire pit, it's just like any other run, because it's going to go to autumn after this. And autumn's so easy, I'll be able to do whatever I want. You can make the resources scarcer and more enemies, but then it just just makes it more luck. It just makes it more like, let's hope I get the resources I need before the point of no return. Kind of stuck here for the night too because I don't have a torch or any really way to get a torch, but that's fine. But yeah, I don't know. I might do a world like this at some other point, but it's boring. Go in here and try and get something else to text not found. Text not found. Weird. For requires a science machine. That's weird how that comes up. Because these all require science machines. The ice cube hat you can't make, and you can't make something, but if you find out, what's it called, the winter thing, you can make a floral shirt. It's not too difficult because there's those everywhere, so all you need is papyrus, which means you need to find a swamp in a desert. And then that would be your goal for summer, is to get that as soon as possible. In the meantime, you can pretty easily make a thermal stone, and you can carry that with you to like protect yourself. It takes a lot of resources. It's in survival, right? But it's infinite in this mode, and I'm gonna like basically like use my first pickaxe to get it. So like use up the pickaxe and then you like get a thermal stone. And then the thermal stone kind of makes it like so you have plenty of time to go around and do stuff around your campfire. And then if I ever need to place another campfire, I mean if I mine enough rocks, I definitely have another campfire. And then it becomes enemy avoidance, basically. Every time I go back to my fire, I just want to like make sure I have enough stuff to stoke it. And then make an alchemy engine. Pick some stuff. Food is pretty abundant. If I want to just go kill stuff, I don't really have to worry about starving to death. But I can't like attack things like this, so I can't go near him. But that's like having my sound on is really helpful to hear that stuff before it's a problem. I can get the rhino guys to like farm trees for me if I want, just by pissing them off near trees. But see how much that cooled me off? I'm like cool for like a long time now. And I have enough to build a bunch more. I have enough gold for an alchemy engine. I just need enough boards, which I do have. I didn't happen to build run anything cool, but there's a sinkhole somewhere here, and if I go in the sinkhole, it'll be, what's it called? See, like, this is like Food City. Going back to my base. This guy's pissed off. Alright, and I can make like a campfire to cook things on and use for light. Cool myself off again. Things smoldering isn't that much of a problem. Right, and I can make a spear pretty easily, and with a spear I can kill all these guys. It's a good idea now to just have them leave me alone or whatever. By going too far away from them. They'll just lose interest eventually. Am I getting quieter? My thing's probably moving away from my face. I can actually make like a fridge super soon too if I want to. There's like really not that much of a point to doing a fridge besides double thermal stoning, which I might do pretty early on, but to save like resources. But these resources are super easy, so. Where's thermal stone? Text not found. No, I need an alchemy engine for that. Alright, well. Need one more cut stone. Perfect. If these things smolder, I just have to like put them out. I have to like hope they don't smolder and get burned, because then I don't have the stuff. But that's about it. But now that I have this, I mean, this plus that is like a really good combo. Yeah. I just extinguish things usually with my hands, but that requires some HP because you lose some HP from doing that. Oh no. Pinecone's easy. There's no way to make flingomatics, so the only way to really prevent these guys from getting chopped down is if I make like, if I find one of the eye plants, I can put it next to it and that'll smolder first. Other than that, I just have to put it out with my hands. So I go find some butterflies usually. Normally I would like plant it somewhere around where I could go get a bunch of butterflies, but I was just happened to be up here. But yeah. I mean, I can I can go make another fire somewhere, and I can dig all around it, because now I have another fire keyed up. And with my infinite thermal stone, I can just go get a bunch of stuff during the day, and like, go get, you know, use my hat and blah blah blah, and go explore. And I don't really need anything from these science machines. Like a shovel doesn't really help me because I don't want to like replant anything yet. But yeah. And I can make this if I just had more cut stone and gold, which I could go get from like mining all those. So it depends on what else I want to do. I have enough flint to make another pickaxe, and I can use that other pickaxe to get more niter, and then I just get, what's it called, grass and stuff, and blah blah blah. I mean, so maybe I'll play this world the next time, but I mean, once you do this, you're good. So that's why I was saying it gets easier the more you go on. It really does. It gets like insanely easy, like the farther you get. Like, cause it's very easy to die, but then you just spend a couple days, don't die, and now it's easier. It's like you can't overheat. Overheating's the biggest problem. Enemies, I will just have to hope I don't accidentally run into an enemy and just try and play my best. And once I get armor, it becomes so much easier. Shing, 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 shing. I could actually go get a lantern too if I find the sinkhole very, very, very easily because I have an alchemy engine. And all it is grass, twigs, and light bulb plants. So I just go get grass and go get a lantern, go get a bunch of light bulb plants, and I can walk around at night. It's still unsafe to walk around at night if you don't know what there is, unless you have like football helmet. So if I want to find a football helmet, to find a pig hut and hammer it down, which I can do, I just find a pig hut somewhere, and then you have a football helmet. There's actually a touchstone, and I can hammer those things. So, yeah. But I gotta go eat and stuff, so I'm gonna be done streaming for now. It was only really ever supposed to be like a 2-hour stream, so. But I'll maybe do Hell on Earth sometime because it's kind of fun, but it becomes the exact same as the rest of the game once you get to the second season. If you can survive summer, then it's just an easy autumn for you to prepare for everything else in the game, like clear out enemies, and then easy peasy again. Like with a handbat and a football helmet, I can kill every enemy here, so. Alright, see ya.